money there quick. As you can see, in just one simple flight, we've already unlocked 4 new things. Our next one we're going to be unlocking is aviation, and then we'll be unlocking basic science. Our first, since we've got 125,000 now, we're going to upgrade our astronaut center. And the reason we did that is now we can perform our EVAs. Our second ship is really simple. It's almost the same as our first one. We'll go with our command pod. We're going to be using a lot more parachutes on this one. And we're going to go with... I always try doing this and I always end up crashing horribly. Okay, if you ever read the side of these, the crash tolerance on these is 6 meters a second. So if we use our main parachute and 4 of these radial mounted ones, you'll be doing about 3.5 whenever you crash, wherever you crash. Now we're mounting these as high up as possible here, and that's for center of mass to keep it upright. We'll attempt to put on some landing legs here. And when I put these on, I always deploy them just because it's goofy. They've got code mixed up or something. And we'll use our new hammer booster on this one. Now I try to share as much experience between my crew as possible. We'll put 2 goo on here. Now my goal for this one is to take off, reach 20,000 feet, and land in grassland. We're going to see if we have any science that will be usable by us doing that. So we're just going to check our contracts real quick. That's our default ship. We're definitely using that, not changing it, unless there's something real simple.
Oh.
Nope, that's too high up. Hull decoupler. Too high up. This one, parachute, that's going to be, we're going to be traveling too fast. So none of these contracts work for us. So let's launch this thing. Okay, 17 parts in 3 stages. And let's see if this is the right one. Alright, as you can see, it always says your gear's on even when it isn't. That's why I deploy them before I take off, so now I can retract it and it'll actually be retracted. Our staging is set up correctly here. We're going to be going 270 degrees this time, and we're going to be going up to 20,000 feet. We don't want to go too far out of the area, because the higher the elevation, the less chance you're going to be slow enough to deploy your parachutes. This one you can hold hard left as soon as you take off. Get at least 5 degrees to the side to ensure you get there, and then just let her go straight up. We should hit 20,000 feet. With our new science container, we should be able to observe the materials bay at the launch pad here. We don't really need to, though. I'll show you why later, because we'll be able to do this in step 4. So we're going to reset that, and we're just going to take off. As soon as you're in flight, we'll do that observe materials bay. And we're just going up as high as we can go here. Now when this booster burns off, we're just dropping it to drop weight. And we should reach 20,000. If we can make the 20,000 mark, it'll allow us to do our GU and our Science Junior from 20,000. If not, you know what I mean, if we screwed up, no problem. We can try it again, go a little straighter up. I don't think we're reaching it at this speed. So let's just see. Yeah, let's revert this flight. And we're going to launch this one again, make sure that gear's in. Trying to go a little straighter up this time, and as soon as this rocket burns off, we're going to kick it, try to get rid of that weight. Hopefully that doesn't drop too much on someone's head. Now when we get to 20,000, we'll want to do a GU and a Science and also a Science Junior, a GU, and our crew report. I can't believe it's doing it to me again. Okay, we got upper atmosphere. Alright, so we actually did do it. And let's see if we can get ourselves aimed a little sideways here. And try to lawn dart towards the grasslands here, which is the dark green. Hopefully we're over far enough to get that landing in there. Now we'll just fast forward till we land. Now if you're having a hard time rotating, remember you can cut your parachutes to allow you to stop. This will kind of let us land. We're going to be on quite the angle though. But we should be going slow enough to actually put this down. We'll want to angle hard to one side so we kind of tip over real slow. there we go. We've landed in the grasslands. We can observe our mist ragout here. Observe our materials bay. Do our EVA report. Now we got to remember to take our data and store it, and then we're going to board to a crew report from the grasslands. We're going to do another EVA, store that data, and we're going to climb out and hope Jeb doesn't fall too hard here. Okay, Jeb's EVA report from the grassland, and now we'll recover the vessel. Alright, and that is number 2. We've made enough science experience there. We're up to 73.6 from our second flight. So our next one we're going to get for science will be our aviation. Now we've got enough to get other things right now. We'll actually do that. We don't need it for this point. We're just trying to burn down our science to show how much science we get from different places. Alright, that's it for episode 1.